peeps? We're getting ready to go live here. I'm waiting for Facebook to go live as well. In 3, 2, 1. And Facebook should be live. Okay, so this is going to be interesting looking at both screens. Hey, Grace! Thanks for joining me tonight. Okay, so I am so thoroughly excited. I am going to be doing my book reveal tonight. And I decided to go live on Instagram and on Facebook, even though I also have a YouTube, because I just figured that this would be the greatest way to do it. What's up, Grace? Hey, Katie. Thanks, guys. So y'all liking the Press But Not Crest t-shirt? The Grip Wife Life just joined. Shout out to my girl, Mrs. Kunkel, Amanda. She's the one that did these t-shirts. So in a minute, I'm going to talk to you guys about the paraphernalia and all that stuff. But I'm going to make these videos short and sweet because my phone is like at 25% charge right now. And I don't know how long that's going to last me. And then my computer is actually pretty good. So y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks, Katie. I just wanted to jump on here because I am so absolutely thoroughly excited about what God is doing. So I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible. I'm going to kind of share really quick how this whole book came along. I'm going to share what this book is about. I'm going to share the key people that were a part of they're part of this process, help bring it to life. And I'm going to, of course, share the book cover. So I was cracking up because several people reached out to me when I posted, the black page with the Press But Not Crush across it. And they were like, girl, that book cover is awesome. I'm like, no, that's not the book cover. I'm glad y'all like it, but it's not the book cover. But, so just real quick, I just want to talk about this book really quick. So for those of you who have been following me for a minute, you know that I've been working on a book. So the short version of this story is, back in 2018, January of 2018, I wrote what I thought was an article or a blog, even though I didn't have a blog. I just had this burning message in my spirit, and I felt like I got to get this out on paper, I felt like it was just burning in my heart. And so literally I sat down at my computer one day and I wrote 3,000 words in one sitting with not stopping, without editing, nothing, just this deluge of this message just came out of my heart. And, in the process of writing that, I really felt like the Lord was like, you need to share that with a couple of people. So I shared it with a couple people, and the response blew me away. One of them was an editor friend of mine named Rhonda Fleming, and she was just like, girl, you realize, she's like, this is 3,000 words. She's like, if you do 10 more of these, you've got a 100-page book. And it was the first time, because I had received prophetic words many times before about books that I was going to write. And it was the first time that it actually seemed doable. You can imagine somebody prophesying over you that you are going to write a book, and it's kind of like, what? I mean, that's so far beyond me. I've never considered myself an author. I've always considered myself an avid reader, but an author, no way. And so when she said that to me, I was kind of like, okay, I can do this. So 2 years went by, 2 years. And the Lord just started stirring in my spirit again. I was literally getting words everywhere that I went. And people were saying things like, so God's saying, when are you going to finish that book? I see that book is in you. When is it going to get finished? And everything people were saying were about finishing the book, finishing the book, finishing the book. And then this summer, a prophet friend of mine came around, and she came with a very sobering word. And she was just like, daughter, if you do not finish this book soon, the window is going to close. And it just really put the fear of the Lord in me. And I was like, I've got to get on this book. So this book, Pressed But Not Crushed, this book is a lot of my testimony is in it. Just a lot of, who I am, how I got saved, how I was brought up, the different trials and things that I've gone through in life. And the whole message of the book is, we may be pressed, but we are not crushed. And it's pretty much that scripture out of 2 Corinthians 4, verse 8. We're pressed but not crushed, we're persecuted, we're not abandoned, where, all these different things can happen to us, but the bottom line is God is with us. And no matter what we're dealing with, whatever kind of spiritual warfare we're dealing with, God has given us the tools that we need to actually be more than a conqueror. We've heard those scriptures, you're more than a conqueror, all these things, all these things about the battle is the Lord's, and we hear all these things all the time, but there's some practical things that kind of go along with that. So the book is pretty much talking about the strategies that God has given us to overcome any type of warfare or anything like that. So that is such a passionate topic of mine. I feel like the Lord sends a lot of people my way who are battle weary and who are ready to throw in the towel, because that's the strategy of the enemy, right? Is to totally wear us out and get us to give up. Because if we give up, he doesn't have to fight us anymore, right? And so I take so much pride in loving people back to life and showing them the weapons that they have to get back out there and fight. So picture me as picture one of those Rocky scenes, in one of the Rocky movies. And, when Rocky's down and out and he looks like he's about to pass out, his face is all messed up, he's bloodied, and he comes and sits in that corner. And imagine what happens in that corner. If you've seen any of those Rocky movies, or if you've ever watched a boxing match, it's a team of people come around this tired boxer, right? And they are pouring water in his mouth, spraying water in his face, giving him back massages, doing everything they can to get the wounds treated, all these different things, and the pep talks in the ears and all of those things. And I want this book to pretty much be that for people. I want this book to be a place of respite where people can go to and get fueled up to get back in the fight. That is the whole purpose of this book. So I am thoroughly excited about it. A couple things that I want to share also about the book cover. So I would be so remiss if I didn't give a ginormous shout out to my girl, Cody Sloan. My boy, Cody Sloan. My girl, Katie Sloan. Fox and Hound Design. They own a designing firm. They do tons of stuff for a lot of people. They design websites. They do branding. They do so much stuff. And if you're somebody who is kicking off a business or what have you, and you need a website and you need branding advice, you need the whole shebang. They do it all. They just take all of the complication out of it, and they just sit down with you and just be like, okay, this is what you need to do based on your type of business. And they're not going to try to sell you anything that you don't need. So that's what I love about them. But the cool thing about the way this book cover came about is I was literally just sitting at their dinner table with them one evening. And, I was really frustrated because, graphic design is not my forte. I'm very gifted in the arts and other areas, like performing arts and that kind of stuff, but visual arts and stuff is just not my forte. But the Lord makes sure that we're surrounded with people who can train us up and to guide us in whatever he's calling us to do, right? So I'm sitting there with them one evening, and we're just talking about the whole book process. How's it going? Is the editor done yet? All this different stuff. And I was just kind of the writing part, for the most part, is going okay. But, I'm really struggling with the cover. I have a team that I'm working with. They're sending me, a bunch of ideas, but nothing's grabbing me. And I'm talking to Cody about it. I'm I just feel like when I see it, I should know, that's it. I should be excited about it. And, both Katie and Cody are yeah, you should be excited about it. When you see your book cover, you should be excited. So I'm just kind of talking out loud. Katie, Miss Busy Fingers, is on her phone. And, she's just going through different images and different things. And I'm in the mid-sentence and she's just bam. And I'm wait, what? And she's that's your book cover. And I almost started crying. Literally, I almost started crying because I was yes, I had spent so much time talking to the design team that I was working with, telling them what I wanted, the effect that I want people to feel when they look at this book cover. And everything he was sending me was just kind of no, that's not it. And then I just felt stuck because it was I don't like anything they're sending me, but I feel I don't have anything to offer them either as far as ideas or I already told them what I wanted. I don't have anything extra. And so I basically took that graphic, sent it to them. They tried to do the design of the font and the wording and all that, and still nothing they were doing was like grabbing me. So enter Cody Sloan, and he starts working with it, and boom, he just like does the font. It's exactly what I like. Once again, he sent it to me, basically his font on top of what Katie sent, and I almost started crying. Like, I literally started tearing up, and I was like, that is my book cover. And the cool thing, you know, coming from somebody who does this in the business, from a graphic design artist, he was like, this is what you do. Right now, you're super excited about this book cover. He's like, I want you to look at it. Let it be the last thing you look at before you go to bed. And then he said, I want it to be the first thing you look at when you get up in the morning. And if you are just as excited about it in the morning as you are right now, then that's the test, and that is your book cover. So I did exactly that before I went to bed that night, grabbed my phone, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. You know, put it down, I get up the next morning, first thing I do is grab my phone and look at it, and I literally just started like laughing like a giddy kid, like, oh my gosh, that's my book cover! So if y'all know me, y'all know I'm like super duper extra. But anyway, without further ado, I would like to show y'all my book cover. Oh shoot, people are commenting on Facebook, and I'm like missing all the comments. It's Katie. Katie, you're commenting on Facebook, and it's, girl, I just love you. Can I just say, like, this is why we are two peas in a pod, okay? Like, this is why you're my sister from another mister, okay? So, all right, guys, are you ready for this? I feel like there needs to be, like, some dramatic music going on here, you know, something like that. Are y'all ready? This is the cover of Pressed But Not Crushed. Can y'all see that? Pressed But Not Crushed. I could not be more excited about this book cover. So what you see, if I get a close up here, is you see a bunch of fiery darts shooting your way. And in the midst of that is the sword. And the reason why this book cover is so powerful and so amazing to me is because of what I've already said. Like, you know, warfare, that's pretty much the fiery darts of the enemy coming at us. And, you know, one thing that I haven't shared yet is that, you know, one of the things that we're going to dive deep into in the book is the armor of God. And we're going to talk about our weapons of warfare that God has given us. And one of them is the sword of truth, which is actually the word of God. So y'all, I cannot even express to you, like, every time I look at this thing, like, I just want to do backflips. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at comments here. Isn't it amazing? Amanda, like, this thing is like bomb big. So I might make a better view for the Facebook people. For some reason, the Facebook one is kind of like, whatever. But I gotta tell you, like, there's something so incredibly, like, profound about your name being on something. Like, what in the world? But yes, girls. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like, this is the book cover, Pressed But Not Crushed. And it basically says, strategies for overcoming in the midst of spiritual warfare. Like I said, like, I want to be that corner that people run into when they're weary, when they're tired, when they're wanting to quit, and fuel them up to get back out there. So, I'm so beyond excited. So, another thing that's kind of happening this weekend that's super, super duper exciting is I have been invited to come out to a women's retreat in Tennessee to lead worship and to also speak while I'm there. And, you know, I'm going to be talking about hearing the voice of God, which is one of the subjects that I am super passionate about. I love people to understand that, you know, God sees them, he loves them, he wants a very intimate relationship with them, like all these different things. And I just feel like, I'm like so excited. So this is my passion. This is what anybody who knows me knows, like, I'm all about, you know, being that rah-rah girl cheerleader, all things identity of Christ, like all things hearing the voice of the Lord, all things prophetic. Like, there is so much power in us, and I just want to be that person that helps, like, push it out of you. however I can do that. So anyway, women's conference is going to be happening tomorrow. Me and the team are driving up to Tennessee tomorrow. And, one of the things that I felt like the Lord told me was, you need to have merchandise. And I'm like, well, my book is not completely done yet. Just update on the book too. My editor is literally sending the final manuscript to the publishing company either today, she probably already did it, or she's going to do it first thing Monday morning. So we are officially done with all the rounds of editing. I couldn't be more pleased with what the Lord just poured out for this book. It's so exciting. I always recommend to people, if you're going to write a book, make sure it's about something you're super passionate about, because you're going to have to read it 17 times through the whole editing process. You're going to have to read your own book 100 times. So I really hope you're excited about whatever you wrote about. But anyway, I want to share with you guys some of the merchandise that I put together. Big shout out to Amanda Kunkel. Dude, this girl, literally, I got everything shipped to her on Monday and Tuesday, and I just met up with her 3 hours ago, and she just brought out all of this amazing stuff. So what I'm wearing right now, Press But Not Crush, the font Cody made. We've got these shirts going on. We've got them actually in red, because red is my absolute favorite color, for those of you who don't know. And then we've also got them in black. Try and get this joker together for you. We've also got them in black, which I think is super awesome as well. I'm trying to get a little bit higher up so you guys can see. Press But Not Crush. I've got these in sizes extra small all the way up to 2XL. I didn't buy a ton, guys. I'm starting off. You hear I was joking around with Amanda. I'm this is my first entrepreneurial real venture, if you will. So I kind of got a handful of each of these sizes in both colors. They're going to be $25 for this weekend, because it's the book cover reveal weekend. I'm doing $5 off of the t-shirt. So if you want to get one, let me know. Like I said, I do not have a ton of sizes. We will get more made in the future here, but if you're wanting one anytime soon, reach out to me, DM me, text me, whatever, and I will put on hold for you whatever size that you want. So we've got the t-shirts. Another thing that I got made were these journals. I kind of did a sneak peek of these on my Instagram account. How amazing. Amanda totally slayed this. She did a phenomenal job. And it's just a little journal. It's not huge, but it's one of those you can just throw in your purse. It's great for taking notes at church. Those types of things if you're at a conference. And these are one of the gifts that I'm giving to the women at the conference this weekend. I just felt the Lord was so into those ladies. So that is what we're doing there. So excited. Ryan's I want it in black. Laura, which color do you want? You guys are cracking me up. So I don't have a ton of sizes, but y'all, I promise I will get more, and I will make Amanda very, very busy. Okay. But y'all, okay, so I'm going to show y'all some other things. So I also got little tote bags, Press But Not Crush. So, okay, Amanda totally did a whole bunch of different colors with a whole bunch of different fonts. So we've got the red on black. We've got this khaki color on pink. Can y'all see that? Need to back up. Khaki color on pink. We've got this pink color on brown, I guess you would call it. I'm going to show you guys all of them so you can tell me exactly what you want. We've got the navy blue with the orange on it. Hey, what about my North Cobb peeps representing North Cobb Warriors? Orange and blue. We've got this, what is this? Turquoise with the pink on the turquoise going on here. We've got this yellow on green going on. And there's two of each, just so you know. We've got regular green with, what is that? Baby blue. But she did a phenomenal job of just mixing up all the colors. We've got the yellow tote with the green on it. We've got, again, representing some North Cobb, the orange with the blue on top. And then we've got silver on red. So I'm super excited about that. So y'all, This might be my favorite item that I'm about to show you guys next. Oh, so the t-shirts are $25. This weekend they'll be $20. If you want one of these little totes, they are $10. And then y'all, this might be my favorite. Okay, y'all ready for this? Y'all weren't ready for that, were y'all? Pressed but not crushed masks. Now, I know everybody's in a different place. Everybody got a different opinion on these mask things. But you know what? Here's my opinion. If y'all gonna make me wear one, I'm gonna let y'all know I may be pressed, but I'm not crushed. I'm so tickled by that. I think like I screamed, like probably busted Amanda's eardrums while I was screaming about these masks. But I absolutely love these. These masks, I think we were gonna do these for like, I think these are 15. Yeah, I think these are 15. So I'm going to do a follow-up post and just show you guys all of the merchandise again, the t-shirts, the masks, the journals, and all the million color totes. Get them in any color. And like I said, if we run out, don't freak out. We're going to get some more. And that'll help us figure out what people are liking the most, and then we'll get more of those. So, once again, let's look at this beauty. Pressed but not crushed. Okay, some of you guys were asking me when this book is coming out. So, I'm new to this whole book process, but my understanding is now that it's going to the publisher, they're going to design the layout of the book, you know, all the pages, the inside of the book, and, you know, do the book cover, the back and the front, you know, put all the acknowledgments and dedications and all that stuff in there. So I'm hoping that we are going to have this book ready to go in November. I got some really, really good advice from Mr. Cody Sloan, and he was just saying that he didn't think, I was thinking like maybe the beginning of November, and he just said he didn't think it was a great idea to try to launch the book in the middle of all the election and all the stuff that's going on there. And I agree. Like, it's probably just going to get lost in all of the craziness that's going on with the election. So right now we're working on a date, but I really think it's probably going to be like mid to late November. If the Lord tells me something different, then we'll obviously, you know, adjust that plan. But y'all, thank you so much for the love. Hey, Rebecca! She says, I love it all. Yes, you guys, I'm so super duper excited about all of this stuff. Like, listen, y'all need to go find Amanda Kunkel for real. I'm going to tag her and everything. She's Amanda on Facebook, but on Instagram, she's the Grip Wife Life. Reach out to her because she is ready to do some personalization for you. Ryan, you love them bags, right? Like, I started screaming when I saw those. I was not expecting that. And I just love being surrounded by creative people because, again, visual arts are not like my strong suit at all. So it's like, when she went and put like all the different colors on the different color bags and how she chose those colors, like she just totally blew me away. And then Katie and Cody Sloan, like, y'all, I just cannot even, like, I'm not even going to go into it because I feel like the tears like welling up in me, and I refuse to cry on this live. But like, you just don't know how you totally like changed the direct trajectory of my life with this thing. And like, just to see this and to show this to people, like, it's not even the actual book. It's like a little board that I had somebody made for me so I could have it for the women's conference tomorrow. And like, every time I look at it, I just start screaming. So y'all just be ready because I'm about to post this joker everywhere. I did a little photo shoot with Joshua yesterday with this board. The neighbors were probably like, what in the world is wrong with these people? But I just want to say thank y'all so much. All right, I'm seeing all these comments. Save the black, save me one. I pay immediately. Ryan. Yes, I need all the things too, girl. Like, I literally have to. Y'all need to buy this stuff because if y'all don't, I'm going to start hoarding it and saving it for myself. But like in all seriousness, like send me a DM, send me like whatever. Yes, Rebecca, I can get you the red shirt, girl. I did a lot of mediums and larges in the red and black because those seem to be the most popular colors. But I do have like 1 or 2 extra smalls, and I have like 1 or 2 X's as well. But listen, even if you know the size that you want runs out, I can literally just order another shipment of t-shirts to be sent to Amanda, because that girl was like super duper fast and she did such a great job. And these shirts are actually really soft. And Ryan, you're gonna be my test because I know how you feel about t-shirts. You just hate like that whole shoulder tightness thing. So I'm gonna bring you some tomorrow. Let me know which size you want me to bring you, and we'll get that going. Rebecca, yes girl, you will get a signed copy of my book. When it comes out, I will ship it to you. I'm so excited. Yeah, the Sloans for the win, for real. Talented peeps all around. All right, guys. Well, Ryan's doing a praise of me. So am I supposed to start doing laps around the room now? So I promised to keep this short. I wanted to do, keep it under 30 minutes. And for those of you who know me, you know that's miraculous because your girl likes to talk. So once again, y'all, thank you so much. I want to let you guys know, if you're on Facebook, you can also follow me on Instagram, and I'm at Cassandra Bellevue. So that is going to be the main place where I do the majority of my updates. It's going to be on Instagram until the website is up and running. And again, those guys at Fox and Hound Design are working on my website as we speak. The plan as of right now is to have that up and running by November the 5th. So about on or around that time, we expect that to be out. And the cool thing is once that website comes out, it's actually going to be BellevueProduction.co. That's what it's going to be. Don't go there now. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Just a black hole of internet. But that's what the website is going to be. BellevueProduction.co. And you'll be able to order all of this merchandise from that website. You'll be able to order the books from that website as well. And then you'll also be able to, like, apparently this is a new thing the Lord is doing with like speaking engagements. You know, you'll also be able to do bookings for speaking engagements there as well. So I'm probably going to post one of these videos to YouTube. I don't have that many devices. Otherwise, I probably would have done a YouTube live as well. But anyway, guys, it's 8:30. Thank y'all for joining me. This was so much fun. Ryan, Katie, Laura. I want to give a shout out to everybody here on Facebook. Hold on. Rebecca, I love you, girl. I'm so glad we still keep in touch. It's so good. I know I saw some other people. I think I even saw Dr. Karen. Sharon, my birthday twin. I love you. Thank you for popping on. Dawn. Dawn, too. If I missed anybody, I'm scrolling and it just stopped scrolling. So if you were all the way up at the top, love y'all. Amanda, girl, I see you over here on Insta. Grace, I love you, girl. See you on Sunday after the women's retreat. I just want to say thank you, guys. I love y'all. And so you guys keep me encouraged. Y'all keep me motivated. Y'all keep me going. And as new developments come, I will be online and share those things with you. So again, go follow me on Instagram at Cassandra Bellevue. And then that website will be coming soon. And the book hopefully will be launching mid to end of November, right before Thanksgiving, right before Christmas. So you can get copies for your friends and family. We all know somebody who is struggling right now. We all know somebody who just feels beat down by the enemy due to warfare. We all know that there are people who are fighting generational curses and cycles in their lives, and they just need refreshing. And I really want this book to be a place of refreshing. I want this book to be a place where people get strengthened, their hands get strengthened for warfare. And so together we can impact so many people. So I just ask that y'all get the word out. Share. I'm about to post a bunch of different pictures with information now that the cover has officially been revealed. And I just appreciate your support. So thank you so much, guys. I love you. And see you on the next video. Bye, guys. And I'm going to figure out how to end all these. Okay.